We are focused on rebuilding the economy after years of economic mismanagement.
Chlöe Swarbrick.
Does she agree with Deputy Prime Minister Winston Peters, who said that the Sunday Star Times is, quote, right of course, end quote, when they reported that the government is facing a fiscal hole of $5.6 billion?
Well, Mr. Speaker, the Deputy Prime Minister is right and would prefer that the member opposite, I'm sure, quoted him in the full context. Because what is true is that our government has inherited a fiscal hole from a previous government who had in place a structural deficit, spending beyond the country's means. What is not the case is that Vernon Small's figure bears any relation to the affordability of our tax package. And I can reassure the member opposite that when the families in Auckland Central get their tax reduction, get their childcare tax rebate, they can be sure it will be funded responsibly through reprioritisation, and I look forward to her explaining to them why she would stop them getting it.
Alongside the 100,000 ways that she has received by way of advice to spend the taxpayers' money, has she received one idea on how the taxpayers may receive or make some money from those parties over there?
The Deputy Prime Minister also highlights something very important, which is those who wish to spend a country's money should probably also be thinking of ideas for making it. And on this side of the House, we are resolutely pro-growth, pro-development, anti-red tape, and I wish the Greens would join us in that mission.
Chlöe Swarbrick, just wait for a minute. Okay.
Would the Minister consider addressing that structural deficit in the economy which she just cited through recommendations from the Treasury or even the likes of the IMF, which recent reports stated, and I quote, we could achieve a more efficient, equitable tax system with a comprehensive capital gains tax?
No, Mr. Speaker, no country has ever taxed its way to prosperity. And how wrong-headed is that the answer to every economic problem that member ever sees is always tax them more.
Does the Minister then disagree with the consistent advice from the Treasury that we would have a more productive economy with the implementation of a capital gains tax, fixing the incentives which currently see far too much money flowing into bidding up house prices?
Mr. Speaker, I disagree with quite a lot of the Treasury advice. And I think I also agree with quite a lot of the Treasury advice. And what I think the member opposite should be very careful about is cherry-picking Treasury advice, because I can tell her Treasury don't agree with her anti-growth, pro-regulation perspective. They know that that's a recipe for disaster in our economy.